Okay, we've come to the last day of my work with the wonderful people in the Anachmore and Eglish area and the regeneration scheme over there. I've been looking at lots of photographs of gardens growing, plants being planted, children doing all sorts of colouring activities, and of course people following me and subscribing me to my YouTube channel. So thank you ever so much for all your support and all the comments and all the requests and showing me all of your wonderful artwork. Lots of people getting involved, particularly thanks to Andrea for helping me link with all of the families over in the Portadown area of Northern Ireland. Okay, so just a couple of very quick ones to show you. I've just done this on a time-lapse video, so I'll put that on there for you guys to have a go at, which is just a little silhouette of an owl in a tree with the moon behind, so you can have a look at that time-lapse, see if you can have a go at that. I've done it in a kind of picture frame. You could, I suppose, colour this in. I've just shaded in this with a little bit of light pencil work here, just to give it a little bit of depth there on the inside edges of the picture frame. Okay, so you could maybe colour that in if you wanted to. Okay, so very quickly, I'm just going to show you for very small children. If you draw a number 5, how you can turn that into a fish. Okay, so there's number 5. What you'll need to do is to do a nice big circle here, okay, and then half or a quarter of a circle there. Now you can put the eyes wherever you want, okay, so he's looking backwards on that. You can put a couple of eyebrows in just for a bit of cartoon interest. Now what you can do is to bring this down and curve this right around, and we stop there. Okay, then the other side behind this eye, you want to almost imagine imaginary lines through the eye there. Keep this line going to there. Okay, now you can do any kind of a tail you like. So I'm going to do this kind of a whale tail. Okay, and we'll curve this in, and then it'll go out, and we'll join this one there. Okay, now you want a curved fin here, you want a curved fin here, and then a small fin at the back there. Okay, then you can make it a little bit scarier by putting some sharp teeth in. Some smaller ones and some larger ones, like that. Little dash for the nose there. So that's turned the letter 5 into a fish, and then you can colour it in however you like. I can't like doing these really bright, so let's do a really bright tail, which is kind of a turquoisey. These are my Faber-Castell pencil crayons. Here you can get these on Amazon, really reasonable price. Pack of 60 for about I think they're about £15 actually, but they've lasted forever. Really good pencil crayons. Highly recommend these. So nice and bright. You don't want to see any white here really if you're going to colour in like this. Now for this kind of fish, I'd probably choose 2 colours. Okay, so I've gone for an orange as well because I think that complements this colour nicely. Nice contrast. Now what you could do is just do some really cool kind of patterns on this. Some circles, some stripes if you wanted to. You could do it rainbow. Rainbow stripes, whatever you want. So that's what I'm going to do there. Now I'm going to bring some stripes in here now, I think. So we're going to have an orange stripe connected to that green stripe, nice and bright. Okay, now you want to go probably the same colour as the tail, so we'll start curving this around Okay. Just going over the line there at the bottom, don't worry too much about that. You can always put some C around it. Okay, not rubbing out very well because it's quite a solid colour. Okay, so there we go. And then try and keep your lines or your stripes kind of even really in terms of the width. So try and keep them nice and similar width-wise. There we go. Is that one? No, I think I might go fully orange on this fin here. Okay, and then back to the green. He looks a bit scared actually, maybe he's being chased by a shark or something, or a bigger, scary looking fish. Maybe you could do a big grouper or something here behind him if you were drawing it yourself. Okay, so there's a lot of art out there, kind of cartoon style, how to, if you just type in how to draw easy animals or animals using numbers, something like that. I've done quite a few on my YouTube channel if you look back on the history. These are really easy to get very small children starting to concentrate on creating cartoon characters or cartoon animals. Okay, I'll show you another one in a minute which is really much simpler than this really. There we go. So this is my very last day of June, 1st of July tomorrow. Still in lockdown situation across the UK. Had a spike of numbers in Leicester in the last 24 hours, so obviously you guys stay safe, keep your social distancing going. Hope everybody's well out there, and it's been great working with you guys over in the Portadown area. I had some lovely comments actually off people on various YouTube videos, which is fantastic. Thanks for everybody getting involved. I've had a look at your video, Andrea, put on the Facebook Annickmore and English Regeneration Facebook page of the rock painting and the rock line. Hopefully, your trail of hope. Hopefully, we're going to be as successful as you guys over in my village, because I've matched what you've done. Last count of our rocks, we put 35 down and there's now 54. I'm going to change the location of the eye there a little bit. Okay, so I'm going over with the fine liner now. Okay, I've got a Stabilo fine line pen in my hand now. It's really good to get one of these for your artwork, particularly if you're doing cartoons or you're going really close detailed work. So we just go around this tail. Hopefully you can see that past my hand. And I think I'm going back to work a bit more often now, so, and I'm doing quite a lot of art for people, kind of canvases and commissions and things, so I'm going to slow down the videos, I think, in terms of how many I'm going to produce each week. I'm probably going to do 1 or 2 a week rather than 1 a day over July, and then hopefully, fingers crossed, I'm going on holiday in August. So okay, so there is our number 5 scary looking fish. Just missed a fin, so I'll do that in green. And then what you could do with a blue is just go around the edges to make it look like the ocean if you wanted to, especially if you go outside of the lines. It might be quite nice, just a little bit of pale blue around that drawing. Okay, and it just brings it into kind of, so it's not floating on the white paper, it just looks like the ocean. Okay, I'm probably not going to go all the way around this, but you get the drift. Sorry about the pun if you're talking about ocean drift, water drifting. around. Make sure you get the blue in between his teeth. Make sure the white teeth stand out. You could do a bit of red on there if he's had something to eat. And we can just carry on as much as we want. Just make sure you're a little bit light around these eyes so you can see the eyebrows above. Obviously fish don't have eyebrows, but it's quite cool to put eyebrows on fish. It gives the fish a nice expression. You know, I'm not going to go and colour this all in. You don't really want to be colouring the whole page in anyway. I've used the same blue. I'm using the same blue here as I have around the moon here, which is quite nice. It's got a bit of a shimmer, shine to it. Sparkles in the pencil crayon. These 60 from Faber-Castell, they come with, I think there's about 8 shiny pencil crayons, which are really nice to work with. A little bit of sparkle in there if you like a bit of bling. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay, so the other one is doing somebody's face with the number 66. So I'll just do very quickly with this. I'm not going to colour it in. So if you do a nice big 6 like that, it then looks like an eye. Okay, and then what you can do is you can put pupils in there. Now this chap's it's a bit windy, so what you want to do is, or this lady, should we say it's a chap, the eyelashes there are blowing this way in the wind. Okay, and then we'll just draw easily, quick nose like that. Okay, he's surprised, so a wide open mouth like this. So you're turning 66 into somebody who's in shock. What you can then do is a nice ear. Okay, another ear over here, but you'd only see a little bit less of that ear, I think, there, like that. And then you can draw whatever shape, chin and cheeks as you want to. And then you can, I'm going to probably push this way, so you put some hair into here like this, yeah, and then you could bring a neck in if you wanted to, if you really wanted to. There you go. So there's a quick face for you with the number 66. I've got one more which I'll leave to the very last video for you guys to have a go at, maybe on a rock. For your English trail of hope. I'm going to do an emoji poop with a rainbow stripes down it for obviously for supporting the NHS and key workers. Okay, so that'll be my very last one, but I'll post that separately. Okay, speak to you soon.